Okay, so we've got horizontal and vertical lines, and we got to remember what each means. So the easiest way to remember horizontal line is when you look at the horizon. When the sun comes up, the sun is going to look something like this, right? And this line that cuts the sun in half, it's called the horizon because it's a horizontal line. So over here, we can see that this is a horizontal line. And so there's two key things we got to know about a horizontal line. Horizontal line is going to be defined by the form y is equal to a number. And that number is where the line cuts through the y-axis. And it's going to have a y value of 3 no matter where we go on this horizontal line. It's going to be, for instance, I'm just going to draw some points. It's going to be -2, 3. It's going to be -1, 3. It's going to be 0, 3. So we can see that no matter what my x value is, my y value has to be 3. So I would actually write this as y equals 3. Now, the slopes for horizontal line, the change in y over the change in x, well, there is no change in y, but the change in x is going to be any value that you choose, right? What is the change in x between -3 and 1? 0. So it doesn't really matter. So any number underneath, you're going to have a 0 average rate of change or slope. Okay, and we're going to get into slope, but we can also think of this as rate of change. Doesn't matter, it's the same thing, it's 0. Okay, vertical lines are the inverse of that. So if a horizontal line goes from left to right, a vertical line goes up and down. And the one main thing that we need to know about vertical lines is that they are not functions. You cannot have a change in an independent variable you can't have a change of a dependent variable without a change in your independent variable. So this is like somebody being in Chicago and Tampa at the same time. It just is impossible. You can't be two places at once. It takes time to get from one place to another, and without time moving, you're stuck there. So we're going to define this now. So vertical lines are defined as x is equal to a number, because you're going to have some change in y without a change in x. And this actually goes through -5 on the x. So I'm going to write x is equal to -5. And so this has a rate of change of some y value, so some number y, it's going up or down, but 0 underneath because it's not changing left or right. And if you divide any number, doesn't matter what number, by 0, it's going to give you an error because you can't do that. So we call this an undefined slope, because you cannot do it. Okay, the average rate of change is non-existent. It can't be done. That's it.